Disclaimer. I have no claim to the Vampire Diaries nor the originals. The only things that I own in this story are Talia, any original side characters, and any changes I make to the story. This is a work of fan fiction. All other rights belong to the creators of both shows on the CW. Chapter 3. Tangled Up in Blue, Part 2. We reached the stairs just in time to hear Rebecca complaining. My favourite pastime. "I cannot believe you disposed of those vampires without me," she snapped. "You know how much I love setting things on fire." "Ah, yes, my sister, the pyromaniac." Klaus barely looked bothered. "Was I supposed to leave them rotting in the front yard?" He waved dismissively. "They attacked the helpless pregnant girl carrying my child." Bloody hell. "How chivalrous of you, brother." I stepped forward with a theatrical bow. Rebecca giggled. "Isn't it, Tia? I'm so moved by his sudden fatherly instincts toward the werewolf carrying his hybrid bun in her oven." "Newfound instincts indeed," I added sweetly. "Just this morning, in fact." We dissolved into giggles. Klaus looked deeply irritated by the lack of attention. Haley finally stepped forward. "The werewolf would like to know what the plan is." Klaus leaned back casually. "Well, that depends which plan you mean. My plan for global domination? Or Rebecca's plan to find love in a cruel, cruel world?" Rebecca threw a pencil at him. He caught it effortlessly. Damn vampire reflexes. "Or perhaps," Klaus continued, turning to me, "Talia's plan." He smiled wickedly. "The plan to have no plan." Haley looked done with all of us. "The plan to rescue Elijah." A beat. "You know, the good brother. The one currently imprisoned by your mortal enemy after you stabbed him in the back." "In the front," Klaus corrected calmly. "You three said you'd get him back," Haley continued. "So is there a plan or not?" "Good question." Klaus sat up. "All right. Firstly, Marcel is not my mortal enemy. He's my friend." A pause. "Albeit one who doesn't yet know I'm sabotaging his control over the supernatural community of the French Quarter. And secondly, I daggered Elijah to gain Marcel's trust. If I'd known he would hand my brother to a particularly unpleasant teenage witch," he sighed, "I might have reconsidered. And thirdly," he looked at Rebecca, "sister, if you would." Rebecca folded her arms. "The plan, as requested, is for Niklaus to simply ask Marcel to return Elijah." Haley and I both turned slowly toward Klaus. He gave a cheerful little wave. Haley looked nervous. "That's not the whole plan, is it?" "Do you honestly think Marcel would agree?" I asked. "Of course not," Klaus replied. "Which is why you will accompany me to the compound, sister." I blinked. "What? And why exactly would I do that?" "Because Marcel still trusts you." He looked at me evenly. "If you ask for Elijah, he might listen." "Last night you didn't even want me near the quarter," I reminded him. "And now we're suddenly partners?" "This is for Elijah," Klaus said quietly. "You do want to save him." A pause. "Whatever it takes." I forced a tight smile. "Whatever it takes, brother." Rebecca clapped her hands. "Wonderful! Besides, Klaus may be a miserable excuse for a sibling, but he is exceptionally diabolical." Klaus smiled slowly. "That's only plan A. There's always a plan B." Haley leaned forward. "And plan B is..." Klaus's smile widened. "War."